Welcome back, White County basketball fans. Today is Tuesday, December 12th, and today's matchup is going to be the Warren County Lady Pioneers and Pioneers here in the Roy.
Yeah, Max, Warriorettes out to one of their best starts in a while.
Yeah.
In a while. Sitting at 9-0, perfect season so far. Looking to extend that out to 10-0 against the Lady Pioneers as we get ready to meet their starting five.
I'll find their names and try to announce them. It's looking like, oh, those are hard jerseys to wear. Reed, Jack, you seeing that?
The blue against the red does not stand out as much as you would
think. Blue with like a neon red on there. All right, regardless.
Very small lettering,
like
though.
Number 20, Jayla Garibaldi. You know what? I can't even interrupt it. I'll announce them in a second. Just get ready for, everybody's favorite part of the game or of the night. Wish you guys could see what's on the Jumbotron while this is going on. That'd be pretty nice. But can't right now. You'd have to just show up in person. Come watch in person if you want to see what's up on the Jumbotron before they announce the starting five. Without further ado, the WCHS Warriorettes starting five. I'm going to start out with number 3. The junior, Ava Jones. Sophomore, number 5, Bella Winningham. Number 13, another sophomore, Gracie Clark. Number 14, another sophomore, Lakeland Grassy. And finally, number 23, the senior, Celeste Reed.
Well, Max, the Lady Pioneers out to a slow start this season at 1-7 up against a strong Warriorettes team. And if they want to have a chance in this one, they're going to have a great night.
Yeah, absolutely, Jack.
Now we get ready for tip-off. It'll be Ava Jones tipping.
Jayla Garibaldi, I think.
pretty solid last name there.
Yeah,
Garibaldi, I believe. Yeah.
Garibaldi. That's a little bit of a height mismatch if I have to judge. You can see it at a good angle on your screen. Yeah.
Ava Jones wins that one. I don't even know that she had to jump. So Lakeland Grassy with the basketball for the Warriorettes. She finds Jones now to Clark down in the corner. Clark driving to her right's got an open lane, and Clark a nice finish. Only took about 15 seconds for the Warriorettes to get on the board.
Yeah, starting off strong as they usually do, Jack. The Warriorettes, in this last game, we talked about throughout the game that they just got better as time went on, and they started out as a great team.
Pump fake sidestep 3. That one rebounded by Grasty. Now Grasty pushing it up the floor, finds Winningham at that wing. Celeste Reed gonna pull up from 3. That one off the back of the rim. A strong rebound there by the Pioneers, or Lady Pioneers. The Lady Pioneers on their own end. Feed it into the free throw line. Now a pass that misconnects with the entire team there. That one finds a Warrior fan down there.
It finds the cheerleading coach, Tracy Mason. She inbounded the ball.
Now Gracie Clark down in the deep corner, gets a screen and kicks it. A nice pass into Celeste Reed. Some good ball movement there as Ava Jones finds Reed. And this press is giving teams all kinds of trouble. Lady Pioneers do a nice job for the moment, and Lakeland Grassy tries to rip it out of the hands there, and that'll be a jump ball. It's going to stay Warren County basketball.
Warren County still looking to score. Warriorettes at 4 points here with a minute and a half in.
They're going to pull up from 3 here. That shot missed. Rebounded by Jones. Jones gets it up to Clark. Clark to Reed. Reed driving Euro step, and she is fouled. That sends her to the line to shoot 2. So Warren County Lady Pioneer team that's had a little bit of controversy this year, missing out on one of their star players that's been a multi-time all-district player. So Clark inbounds. That shot missed and rebounded. And that'll be a jump ball, so it'll stay White County basketball. But last year had a very strong season. They went 23-9. So this year already nearly matching their loss total. As that shot rebounded by the Lady Pioneers. Now they push it up floor, had an open look, kick out for a three. And that shot off the back iron and rebounded by Jones. Jones gets it ripped away from her. A nice play, but they can't finish down in the paint. They got a couple good looks down there, Max, and can't get any of them to fall. Now Clark on the other end, a nice bounce pass.
Oh, yeah, that's a foul.
Yeah, Winningham just got swatted right across both arms there. Probably one of the easier calls you'll see.
Yeah, no, I can't complain about that one. So, yeah, this Lady Pioneer team, you can see their cheerleaders right now wearing the cowboy hats. Those are pretty fun. But they have been struggling so far. It looks like they went 23-9 last season, and then this season already they're 1-7. They're coming off a 61-36 loss at Livingston last week.
Winningham misses both free throws. Now Warren County on the other end get it poked away. Celeste Reed with the steal. Reed gonna run point guard herself. Thought she was gonna take a three there, but finds Ava Jones. Now tries to get it in to Winningham, and that one swatted away. Now Grasty trying to find Clark down at the high post, and that pass thrown out of bounds. I gotta say, Max, a great showing for Warren County fans tonight. I mean,
yeah, they might outnumber our side.
I was about to say, it looks like an away game, the amount of fans they brought.
Well, it's a loyal team, you know, with a rough start, and they're still coming to watch every game.
And I mean, showing up this early, I mean, it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Warren County are out there, kicked off their scoring 3 minutes into the ball game. Score is now 4-2.
Celeste Reed pulls up from three.
7-2.
Warren County draws the foul against Reed.
Yeah, so obviously I'll go ahead and mention it once. This is a pretty important game, at least to the history of Warriorette basketball. They're if they win this game, which the stats say they should, it'll tie the best starting team, or the best starting record, I guess, from the 2019-2020 season, 10-0. So looking to tie up with that, and this is a Warriorette team who I wouldn't be surprised if they carry it further than that.
Winningham misses that shot wide.
Took that step to the left, Jack, and then the ball just went a step to the left, too.
Yeah. And that'll be another travel, yeah. Came off her pivot foot there. That's back-to-back travel violations for the Lady Pioneers. And a lot of times if you commit a lot of turnovers that way, you're not going to be too successful throughout a ball game. Because that's something the Warriorettes have done a pretty nice job cleaning up. Had a lot of those troubles early in the season, as any team does, but haven't really seen those much recently. The only struggles you'll really see from this Warriorettes team that we've seen so far is like first quarter struggles, Max.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say they start slow, but they start slow relative to how they end.
It often is just not being able to finish a shot in the first quarter that they would normally hit.
Right.
Which we've seen a little bit of that here in this first quarter, but still done a nice job at least capturing a 5-point lead up until this point. Clark, that pass a bit too high for Jones. Yeah, I'd say if you throw a pass too high for Ava Jones, it's probably too high for just about any girl you're trying to throw it to.
Yeah, I'd say so.
This one back out to the top of the key, driving a floater. That one hangs off the front of the rim. A nice offensive rebound and one. That play kind of looked like it happened in slow motion, Max. Everybody was standing still, and then Warren County came away with it.
Literally a slow start so far.
Warriorette's last matchup was back in Chattanooga at Saudi Daisy, where they came away with a 25-point win over the Lady Trojans.
Grassi just misstepped on her foot there, it looked like.
A lot of loose balls right there, but eventually the Lady Pioneers come away with it. Now driving baseline, that one poked away as well. Seems like nobody can really get a handle on the basketball in this first quarter. Both teams with 2 team fouls. There's a deep three.
Oh, man. Lady Pioneers take the lead. Ryan calls Farm Bureau scoreboard report with 3 minutes left in the first. 7 Warriorettes, 8 Lady Pioneers. Warriorettes looking to get hot, and they usually do, if history's any indication.
It's been a while we can say that the Warriorettes have trailed in a game, Max. Because even in those slower starts, they usually come with some solid defense, but a couple of nice shots knocked down by the Lady Pioneers. And they've got a 1-point lead with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
A couple of substitutions already for the Warriorettes. Piper Price steps into the game. I think Ashlyn Selby's out there too.
Well, they came in for Bella Winningham and Ava Jones, because that's going to be a timeout taken by the Lady Pioneers.
Well, that means it's time to thank one of tonight's sponsors. Motlow offers more than 65 academic programs. Choose between 2-year degrees designed to transfer to a 4-year university, 2-year degrees preparing you to enter the workforce, a 1-year or 2-year certificate, or a non-credit class for CUs or personal enrichment. And look at that. For the second month in a row,
you know,
this monthly student of distinction from Motlow, Jonathan Zweigert.
I hope he stays on all year long, Max.
Yeah, I mean,
might as well just update that to yearly student of the.
Yeah, student of the year.
Student of the year. That's probably the way to word it.
Seems like he is. I mean, 2 months is already a record-breaking start, just like the Warriorettes are having.
It's a good trap here by the Warriorettes coming out of the timeout. That pass tipped away and stolen by Price. Price into Reed. And Reed, nice finish off the glass.
Tough pass in there. Celeste barely got her hands on it, but able to make that finish.
Now a pass in, tipped away, and corralled by Grasty. Grasty, surprised she didn't get a foul call there, but Selby's going to pull up from 3. That shot rebounded by Price. Price the putback, and Price the finish.
You can hear these Warriorette fans. They, they're not all in one area like the visitor fans are. As there's people down there courtside, but it's always a loud gym here in the Roy.
So after the turnover by Warren County, Grassi bringing the ball down, shakes off a defender. Selby down in the corner. She kicks out to Grassi. Grassi thinks about a 3. She drives, Euro step, fading away.
Oh, man.
Lakeland Grassi.
What a shot off the back foot, too.
Yeah, only had one foot to get that shot up. Celeste Reed is called for her 2nd foul of the game already.
Warriorettes lead by 5. Potential of making it, well, now 4. She missed that first free throw. Ponytail's a little bit in the way, but I believe at the line is number 1, Macy McBride. I'll confirm that after the ponytail moves. And it was.
So after the free throw, that lead cut down to 4 for the Warriorettes, but they've done a nice job taking a lead back after the Warren County timeout. Now Ava Jones trying to work in the paint. She gets it stripped away, but gets it right back. Now Gracie Clark, a long Euro step. That shot won't fall, and Ava Jones going to be hacked.
There we go. Some good offensive rebounds by the Warriorettes, something that they've improved on, I mean, immensely since the beginning of this season. That was one of the only criticisms we had in the first couple of games, is that they should be catching some of those rebounds. And now that they are, it usually ends in a score or something like this, a foul.
Yeah, Max, and getting offensive rebounds can really help counteract slow starts, because when you get multiple chances at getting a shot up in a possession, it's going to lead to points a lot of times. Now the Lady Pioneers driving into the right, trying to find somebody, but this man-to-man defense is tough from the Warriorettes. Nice job corralling the handle there. And they swing it back up to the top of the key, a pump fake and kick out. They're going to put up a three this time. That one way short. A rebound by Selby. Selby tries to keep it alive and finds the wrong team. Now Fox finding Piper Price. It was a pretty good pass.
Right, Warriorettes are going to retain possession. Yeah, well, I mean, it went right where it was supposed to. It was just one of the Lady Pioneers got a hand on it.
Yeah, not a bad idea, though.
The official making sure the ball is free of sweat after that. You think it dried after, flying over the whole court right there. But
officials letting this one play out quite a bit, because quite a bit of contact on a lot of these last couple shots down in the paint from the Warriorettes, and no whistle. So
I think you can't complain about that. I mean, it's better than the alternative.
Yeah, I mean, when you let a lot of things play out and there's still 6 fouls, that's how you know it's a pretty physical game.
Right. Both teams are getting away with what they can. Obviously pushing a little bit since they both do have 3 fouls, but with now 3 seconds left in the first, I don't think that'll matter.
So a nice last-second shot there from the Lady Pioneers. Updates the score to your Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau scoreboard report. White County 15, Warren County 13.
Hey, did you know that not all careers require a 4-year, even a 2-year degree? You can get a certificate in a year. Motlow's Career in a Year features programs that can train you in a year or less. There we are. Camera on, that was one of the managers, Braden Taylor, doing a little dance over there. She'll have fun watching that one back. I'll have to tell her that happened.
Well, Max, after that first quarter, really a slow start, especially against a team in Warren County that has not been great this year. And you'd like to hope that'll turn around here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, a closer game than I would have predicted here, at least at the end of the first. But like we've already said, the Warriorettes, they tend to get better as the game goes on. Jack, what a band we have.
I mean, for as few band members that are, I mean, it's a solid number, but
yeah, they bring only a select few into the basketball games. Obviously, you don't need the whole football lineup because we'd all be deaf. But
I was going to say, even with what they've got, they're pretty commanding in this gym. As there's an and one from Piper Price.
Yeah, I guess it was just enough to hype up Piper Price at least, because went in for a nice finish right there and drew the foul.
Price drains the free throw, so that lead out to 5. Now the Lady Pioneers on their own offensive end. A nice steal there by Winningham. Winningham on the other end spins around the defender. Misses that one. Selby, second chance. And Ashlyn Selby, she's just stat padding a little bit there, Max.
Yeah. Yeah, well, another example of where offensive rebounds have come in handy for the Warriorettes.
It's even better when you get your own rebound.
Yeah, absolutely. Only thing going down is your field goal percentage, I guess.
Now Price a steal. She's going to have a wide open lane, and it's too easy for Piper Price. And just like that, in 57 seconds in the second quarter, that lead out to 9.
Yeah,
that just shows how fast this Warriorettes team can score.
Right. I mean, I'm sure Dodge and all I had to say was, like, get out there and just play. Because I mean, that's all they're having to do right now.
You know, maybe he's just used to first quarter slow starts, and he, you know, didn't get too upset with them because, I mean, the way they're performing every other quarter has just been phenomenal all season long.
The White County cheerleaders down here leading the SPA RTA chant, as they do.
Funny enough, I mean, there is a good section of Warrior fans right there, but also in the direction of the entire visitor side, so maybe try to convert a couple fans over here.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there's at least a couple that by the end of this game might be rethinking which team to root for.
You know, Max, what I'm going to be excited for is the Mr. Wilson win cam.
Yeah, that was kind of the highlight of the last stream we had here, and it seemed like the fan favorite as well. You know, specifically David Pinion really liked the Wilson cam. He might be the #1 fan of the Wilson cam.
There's a nice runner there from the Lady Pioneers. Good way to try to break this rhythm of the Warriorettes. The lead down to 7. Ava Jones finds Price at the top of the key. She's not going to be guarded too closely from that three-point line, but Jones down in the paint. A good find from Fox. We're going to see 2 substitutions here soon from White County. So Lakeland Grasty and Gracie Clark will come back into the game. Bryce nearly a steal. Now at the wing, Warren County cutting into their left. A Euro step fading away. Oh my goodness.
What a finish right there. That was that's probably the best shot we've seen all night from either side.
I mean, from some of the other things they've showed us, you wouldn't expect them to be able to pull that out of their bag. And then, I mean, they didn't even need the rim. That one was drained. It'll stay.
Just like she drew it up right there.
Stay White County basketball. Lakeland Grassley just got subbed in, and now she's going to inbound. She finds Ava Jones. Jones from mid-range. That shot rebounded by the Lady Pioneers. Now Warren County bounce pass to the wing. That one too strong. A tip for the rebound, and that one tipped out by Warren County. Celeste Reed going to come in for Ava Jones.
Warriorettes leading by 7. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half.
Grasty floats one too high for Reed. That'll be a turnover. The Warriorettes have had a couple of those passes that just sail on them tonight so far. I believe already 3 or 4 just in this first 11 minutes of play. That one's stolen away by Grasty. Lakeland Grasty out to Winningham for 3. Winningham drains it. She's kind of been in a dry spell here recently. It's nice to see her knock down a 3. Hopefully that'll help build her confidence back up.
Yeah, this game especially. I mean, the season as a whole, you know, I'm not going to spoil any of her stats going into this game, but I did look them up because I'll interview her during the boys game. It's kind of impressive. I mean, you want to take a guess at what her three-point percentage was going into this game?
100%.
50, so almost as impressive.
Yeah, I mean, if you're shooting 50% from the three-point line, I think any team will take that all day long.
Yeah, that's incredible. And, I mean, it's not like she barely takes the shots either. She already had over 100 points in the season going into this game.
Nice job there by Celeste Reed with the putback. 2 defenders on the floor after the initial drive. You're a Warren County fan beside us really wanting to charge. That bounce pass nearly finds the stands, but able to be corralled there. Now working back to the top of the key. Last time we took on Warren County at Warren County, as that pass is going to go out of bounds. They did a nice job in the first half staying in the game by shooting 3s. We haven't seen too much of that. Just, I believe, 1 made 3 in this ball game so far for the Lady Pioneers. But that's what they did pretty well.
So a couple weeks ago, last time these two teams matched up over in McMinnville, Two important things happened. Coach Dodgen, that was his 500th career win, and Celeste Reed had her 1,000th career point.
It was a diving steal attempt there. It'll be a foul call against number 25 of Warren County. It's Chloe Wanamaker. Bella Winningham pump fakes from that far out, Max. I
Well, we've watched her do it.
Now Reed kicks out to Clark, a wide open look. That shot sails on her, rebounded by the Lady Pioneers. And now the Pioneers on the other end, a nice pass and a high floater, but not high enough as it was airballed and rebounded by Reed. Now Reed on the other end, gather, nice step to get that shot to fall.
And Celeste Reed just, a beast this season so far, averaging over 15 points per game, and I think also leading the team in rebounds.
Here's a drive, missed and rebounded by Clark. Now Lakeland Grassy gonna get her own chance.
Oh,
and Max, I don't know that I've ever seen a bigger flop in my life.
Oh man, that was.
I mean, getting a view from it from up here, she was untouched.
She might have jumped the gun a little bit there because she didn't expect her to slow down and give her 3 feet of room, and she fell anyways. I mean, she was timing it well. If she would have stayed at the same speed, that would have been a good charge, good attempt at drawing the charge. But
yeah, Lakeland Grassy just didn't even touch her.
Yeah, if only we had an instant replay for instances like that. You guys will just have to rewind and watch it later. But I mean, from up here, like you said, wow.
Celeste Reed, a nice move. That one rolls off the back of the rim, but Ava Jones, maybe it's a good thing Celeste missed it because now an and one from Jones. It's really like they just like to pass it back and forth off the backboard, Max.
And I mean, in the paint, what else could you ask for to be better, Jack? I mean, those two, they complement each other so well. It just seems like on any given play, if one of them are lacking, the other one will pick up the slack, and then it could be the other person the next possession. So it's great to have both of them in there, and then the three guards they got going for them, at any given time, incredible.
We're going to see, not really sure why the officials, not sure what that stoppage was about. Now the Lady Pioneers, bounce pass into the wrong team. Piper Price floats it up, another nice pass to get it into Jones. Some good ball movement there.
Yeah.
And Max, just like that, in the first quarter, a 2-point lead. Now still 2 minutes left to play here in the second quarter and a 19-point lead. So that just shows how quick.
Yeah, that's how the Warriorettes are. I mean, that was a hard foul right there.
Yeah, Ava Jones making them work for their points. I mean, if they miss one of the free throws, it was worth it. Then again, I'm not sure any foul's too much worth it when you have a 19-point lead, but.
That is true. A minute and a half left in the half. Warriorettes only have 1 foul. Lady Pioneers have 3.
Warriorettes well on their way to reach their season average points per game. That's been sitting around 70.
Crazy. This Warriorette team is just full of incredible stats. I can't wait till the end of the season just so we have like the season totals sitting in front of us because it's going to be something to behold.
Kyra Fox kicks out to Clark. Now Winningham in the corner. She's going to work back to her left, try to find Clark, and finally does. Now Winningham going to pull up from 3.
Oh.
Bella Winningham made both of her last 2 threes, and that lead out to 20 with that one. Now a nice trap there by the Warriorettes as they get on the floor for it. And I'm not sure if one of them touched out of bounds or if that was a jump ball, but regardless, Warren County will keep possession as we're now right at a minute to play. I mean, this Warriorettes defense has been relentless with traps all over the court. It seems like anytime somebody touches the basketball, they're fighting to keep it. There's an offensive rebound for the Lady Pioneers and a Euro step that's poked away and stolen. Now Gracie Clark on the other end gets hers stolen away, somehow comes away with it, and that one tipped out of bounds by Warren County. 29.9 seconds to play here in the first half. Warriorettes lead by 20. Kyra Fox inbounding. She floats it up and now gets it passed right back to her. She's going to pull up from three. That shot bounces around a couple of times. And a nice attempt there by Kennedy Billings to try to keep it in, but that one hits the line. So now Lady Pioneers going to get another shot here at points just before the half. And that'll be a travel, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's at least her third travel of the night. Something that you do not want to see. Every time you catch the ball, just it's like she does a little hop right after she catches it, and that's a travel every time.
Yeah, a lot of careless mistakes by this Warren County team, and it's given the Warriorettes what you don't want to give them. Another chance at scoring in the second quarter.
Make something happen here.
Well,
make it 2 seconds.
Looks like they return the favor and pick up a travel of their own. Now the Lady Pioneers going to get to throw something up here. Just kidding. That one tipped away. So that'll do it for the first half. Your Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau scoreboard report. White County 41, Warren County 21.
Speaking of Farm Bureau, they're proud to be your hometown insurance agency with more than 75 years of combined experience. They're there to help you with your insurance needs. Stop by and see agency manager Ryan Qualls or agents Kate Crosland, Justin Coe, or Daniel Bray. They're located at 141 Churchill Drive, or give them a call at 931-836-3171. And Jack, we don't have a halftime interview lined up right now. You want to interview each other?
Yeah, you might as well.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, sitting next to me is a very special guest. Jack, so did you see that on the screen? They had, sorry. The Warren County cheerleaders, they're kind of in the huddle, like around our camera down there. And so for a second, there's just a full frame of, oh, there they are again. Look. Oh, man. Shout out the Warren County cheerleaders. Nevertheless, special guest next to me, Jackson Bolden. He's a senior here at White County High School, the play-by-play commentator for both the basketball and football teams on Warrior Media, and also a co-producer of the documentary series Rebound. You know, find at theaters near you or youtube.com/Warrior Media. But Jack, how are you today?
You know, I'm pretty good, and that was a heck of an introduction.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of want to introduce you, my co-commentator the past 2 years now, co-host on our podcast, future star on the announcements next semester. So you're going to get a whole lot more spotlight coming soon.
I'm excited.
Yeah, Max. It's been a fun past, what is it, a year and a half now of commentating?
I mean, yeah, it's been fun. I think my favorite part is just seeing everybody who watches, you know, just out. And I mean, because, you know, we live in Sparta, Tennessee. You know, a lot of people know a lot of people. And so they're walking through, and I'll get like which one are you? You know, they see you Max or Jack, or I'll be like, you guys do great, you know. So I feel like we don't appreciate or say thank you guys enough. Everyone at home, it's because of you that this is possible. So thank you for watching, and thanks for supporting, and always thanks for saying hi.
Yeah, whether you're on
see us out in public,
whether you're on Ben Lomond or YouTube, you know, we appreciate all our fans, and the viewership's been great for these past couple of years, and even with a slower season, well, the Warriorettes haven't had a slower season by any means, but with a slower season from the Warriors, still great viewership. We appreciate everyone who tunes in.
Oh, Jack, there might be a little spoiler out there. If you, I won't say anything, but if you look closely at the warm-up lineup, just we're gonna go and take a short break, and you guys just get close to your screens and see if you notice anything. Here we are, kicking it off with another good view at the of the Warren County cheerleaders right there in front of the courtside camera. About to kick off that second half. If you're just tuning in for whatever reason, your Ryan Qualls Farm Bureau scoreboard report at the half was Warriorettes 41, Warren County 21. We are without a statistician for this ball game, or else I'd tell you who the score leaders were, but if I had to guess, I'd say Bella Winningham and Celeste Reed.
Probably a safe guess. Just about any game.
Yeah.
Well, Lady Pioneers begin with the basketball in the second half. Trail by 20 after a first quarter where they only trailed by 2. So, and there's a steal by Clark. Clark's going to be shoved to the floor. So, Warren County picks up a quick foul. And Max, every time we sit down, I got to say, I'm just reminded how much I love these new chairs we got up here.
I agree, Jack. These chairs are nice. They're
probably one of the best additions Warrior Media has ever had.
I'm glad they found room in the budget to provide us with some cushion.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Bella Winningham from my house knocks that shot down. Now the lead out to 23. Lady Pioneers on their offensive end, bounce pass out to the three-point line. Now cutting back to their left, driving against Clark. Not much room to work. Just trying to pivot out and finds a girl at the top of the key. Now a second chance effort, a tough putback. I'm not even sure how she got that shot up.
That's kind of the Larry Bird form right there.
Yeah, up above the head. Now the Warriorettes working quickly. Ava Jones answers right back. Now these Warriorettes back in that press. That's the problem when you let them score, you let them set up this press, and it's been lethal all season. Lady Pioneers doing a nice job breaking it, though. Now set up on their own offensive end. There's a three put up. Hangs off the side of the rim. Offensive board that's stolen by Celeste Reed. Now Reed driving. Nice pass up to Grasty. Grasty going to spin around and find Reed at the top of the key. That one just rattles out. Now a three put up. That one finds all backboard. It's tipped out of bounds by Warren County.
So yeah, let's see, not too eventful first 2 minutes of this quarter. Warriorettes, I think they've gone up, well, I guess pretty eventful actually. 5 points for the Warriorettes, 2 points so far for the Lady Pioneers.
Bounce pass into Celeste Reed. That one tipped away and stolen. Oh, a nice behind the back move. Finds an open three-point shooter. That shot missed. And an offensive board that's ripped away by Celeste Reed once again.
Dunk it. Oh.
And kind of blows the layup, but, you know, tacks on another rebound and, you know, gets the shots to fall anyway.
Yeah, she thought about the windmill right there, but I guess decided against it.
I was waiting for somebody to roll out a trampoline so she could tomahawk that, that fast break, but
see,
like
time
not
out
today.
here, which means it's time to tell you about Motlow. They offer more than 65 academic programs. Choose between two-year degrees designed to transfer to a 4-year university, 2-year degrees preparing you to enter the workforce, a 1-year or 2-year certificate, or non-credit classes for CUs, or personal enrichment. You know, nothing like some good personal enrichment, Jack. I mean, you can never be too enriched personally.
Right, you can't be – there's no such thing as being too good at everything, you know.
Yeah,
you can always grow on something.
So, Motlow here to help you grow on a lot of things. Personal enrichment. Just keep that in mind.
Now Warren County, nice job by Lakeland Grassi to tip that pass out of bounds. Now we'll inbound, get it in, down in the corner. Good defense by Reed and the rest of the Warriorettes. They finally get out of trouble. Now pass it into the paint, and Celeste Reed's going to draw her third foul of the ball game. She's going to have to be careful. Not that, you know, up 25. It's not going to be super important later down in this final quarter as long as they hold this type of lead. There's a tip by Ava Jones as this ball slowly rolls down to the other side of the court. I'm not really sure why the Lady Pioneers even touched that basketball. But
yeah.
didn't really make much sense.
I guess she had it in her mind. She's chasing it down and then just followed through.
Yeah.
I mean, only made contact there at the very end before it went out of bounds,
Yeah,
too.
I mean, no reason to touch it.
Gosh.
Bella Winningham.
Bella Winningham, dude.
About 4 feet behind that three-point line.
I don't know if there's anywhere she can't shoot from.
There's another steal. Gracie Clark trying to get in on the scoring action. And she gets the fast break bucket. That leads out to 30 just like that. Doesn't take long, especially with threes. They add up pretty quick.
Yeah, the Warriorettes, I mean, this is a very entertaining team to watch, Jack. I mean, it's awesome that we get to commentate this season, just to follow this team around.
There's a nice block by Jones. Lady Pioneers, I mean, struggling to find an open shot. Takes them a lot of time to get open. Oh, bounce pass down to the corner. They finally get a look, but that one airballed and rebounded by Celeste Reed. Celeste Reed on the other end kicks out to Winningham. Winningham pulls up from three, and Celeste Reed with the putback. At least we know Bella Winningham's human after these last couple threes, Max.
Yeah, I was beginning to have my doubts.
Now Grasty up to Celeste, and it's just too easy.
Yeah, I mean, makes two Lady Pioneers jump and then puts it up right over them.
Yeah, Max, a 34-point lead now. Bounce pass over to Ava Jones. Jones knocks it down.
What a bounce on that shot.
And I'd just like to see how many points they've scored in the last 3 minutes. Cause
yeah, I mean,
what a run, and just like that, another turnover. Now Grassi driving, and she's going to be fouled. She gets smacked. Hopefully she's going to be okay because she caught a hand to the head there.
No, she's fine. Look at her. Yeah, I mean, like I say, Coach Mindy Stotts doesn't see it beneficial to call a timeout after that whole run by the Warriorettes.
Yeah, and pinning this free throw at halftime.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that was a 20-point lead. Now they're working on a 40-point lead.
Yeah, that's incredible. I mean, only this team, Jack.
It's like they're scoring like scales each quarter.
A team that was up by 2 points after the first quarter is now up almost 40, 38.
There's almost another steal. Good hands by Winningham.
And if I had to guess, this will probably be one of those games where we get to see some young Warriorette talent come out for the whole fourth quarter.
Well, Max, when you have leads like this, you can start to look ahead to the future. Friday, we've got Van Buren, where we're going to travel over to our neighbors down south. Well, sort of up south. And then after that, the Warriorettes fly out to California, which if there's ever going to be a year that you should take a trip like that, it's going to be when you're hopefully 11-0 going into that trip.
Before that, the second annual Frank Shootout from December 18th to the 21st right here in Roy Sewell Gymnasium.
Oh, that is true. I don't know how I forgot about that. It's always a fun time as well because we get a lot of different teams out here that
it's
you don't
always
often
fun
get to see.
Yeah, they come from everywhere to play in our school. And then the Warriorettes going to go face some teams in Los Angeles, which that'll be interesting to see how they, I guess, compete nationally.
There's a deep three put up by Warren County. Piper Price, nice job getting that rebound and a couple good passes up to Winningham. And, I mean, the Warriorettes have just been in cruise control this entire third quarter. Good defense there by Winningham. I mean, steal handed to her. Now she's going to slow things down, float it up to Clark. Clark pump fakes, Euro step, drives, and a nice roll. I mean, it looked like she had an open three, but I think she just wanted the defense.
Yeah, I mean, Gracie Clark with that Euro step, as well as like Grassi, both of them have almost perfected that move, just being able to weave through the defense to get right where they need to be.
There's going to be a foul called against the Warriorettes. Just their second team foul here in the third quarter. It's Celeste Reed and Ashlyn Selby come into the game for White County. Well, Max, at halftime we were talking about the Warriorettes trying to hit their average points per game. Well, being on pace for it by the time the fourth quarter came around. We didn't think they'd be there by the end of the third quarter.
But I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, holding a team to only 23 points in 3 quarters is impressive. And, I mean, that doesn't even paint the full picture. They've barely scored at all in this third quarter. They've scored 2 points in the last 6 minutes and 45 seconds. So, I mean, the Warriorettes are great in the first half, more than great in the second half. It seems like the theme this season. I mean, already a top team in the first, and then I guess somehow they're still a second half team.
Now under a minute to play. Warriorettes lead by 44. There's a pass deep down into the paint. Almost a solid find, but not after Celeste Reed ripped it away. Now Reed on the other end, a Euro step, draws the block.
Drew a good
send it
charge
to the
there.
line.
Still on the floor. She played that one beginning to end. Didn't hear the director's cut.
Yeah, that one a little bit better acting than that one we saw in the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, I got, maybe Celeste Reed would have slowed down on that last step. She would have just flopped right there.
And with that point, Warriorettes point total up to 70 now. And I think that's the fastest all season they've hit that.
Yeah, that's
maybe
incredible.
other than the Van Buren game, but I'd have to look back
Quite
at that
the team we're able to watch here. Yeah, so the Warriorettes are next to guaranteed to break that record of 10-0 that was set in 2019-2020 season, because their next matchup is Van Buren County on Friday, and we just played them last week, and the Warriorettes had a pretty definitive win over that team last time they faced them.
So there's a block that leads to a foul. That'll be the third team foul for the Warriorettes. 9 seconds to play here in the third quarter, and I'd have to imagine going into this fourth quarter, we'll probably see a brand new starting 5.
I'd imagine get some fresh players out there. You know, a couple of sophomores, a couple of freshmen. But this, I mean, even the starting 5 is a young team, Jack. We have 3 sophomores out there, a junior and a senior. So they'll only be losing Celeste Reed next year as far as the starting 5, and then Piper Price, another senior. She's usually one of the first ones off the bench. But the future is bright after we're gone and graduated for this Warriorette team.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to say, you know, we'll get to look at some of the younger players, because, I mean, there's 3 sophomores on the floor.
And it just makes me wonder, Jack, when these 3 are senior, oh, man. Cut everything I just said. Greg Wilson, Cam, right here, Mr. Wilson.
And he's got to be happy.
He's clapping, as he should. I mean, the Warriors just held him to 5 points in the third quarter, so I'm clapping the same as him.
Yeah, you're Ryan Qualls, Farm Bureau scoreboard report. White County 72, Warren County 26. Warriorettes score was at 31 points in the third quarter.
Look at that, still happy. Let them know, talking to Austin Hanna right there. And like I said, I mean, could you imagine these 3 sophomores when they're seniors, Jack?
Yeah, it'll be certainly a fun team to watch by then, but it's a fun team to watch now.
Yeah.
To begin this fourth quarter, Warriors will get the basketball and up this much. You know, I'd almost bring up deferring to the other team. You might as well just give them a shot.
Yeah. I mean, the Warriors could almost just sit down on the court and Warren County have a hard time scoring enough to catch up with them at this point. I believe that's a 46-point lead by the Warriors. Yeah, that'd be pretty hard to do, even if even if they were given each shot they had, or given a shot every time they had possession.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Warriors could just let Warren County stay on offense and only play defense the entire fourth quarter, and it wouldn't be a problem. Kyra Fox is going to be trampled after the steal. And one nice thing to see when you have this big of a lead, Max, is a running clock.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that. It is a nice thing to see. We'll be getting home early tonight.
Ava Jones, a nice finish. You know, I'm surprised we're still seeing the main part of that starting 5 to 7 or 8 players that come into the game, especially with this big of a lead. I'd say in the next couple of minutes we'll start to see more of the bench, as Selby's going to be fouled, sending her to the line.
Yeah, clock running, even while these foul shots were being shot, they let it run down 10 seconds. I guess making
shout out clock operator Nathan Aaron.
I was gonna say, making Nathan Aaron making his job easy right now. Listen, I never respected that job enough until we started doing the away game commentating, and you got to start and stop that. And all I have to do is match it up with what's on there. You know, they actually have to
do it.
Stop it.
Now the Lady Pioneers on their own end go for the Euro step and come up getting blocked. Winningham on the fast break kicks out to Selby. Selby, long Euro step. She gets her shot blocked out of bounds. The Warriorettes will inbound.
I'm just getting a chant for Coach Dodgen down there. Dodgen's better.
Yeah, brand new head coach for Warren County. Certainly a tough way to start your coaching career with what will now be a 1-8 season. That 3 missed long by Norvell. Warren County swinging around and get up a 3 there, rebounded by Selby. Selby gonna take it herself, swings it up to Price. Price gonna back up. Now Selby wide open from 3. That shot missed, and a fight for it. Nice job there. Is a little awkward exchange, but Warriorettes keep possession. It was a good job by Kennedy Billings to fight for that rebound.
Ryan Claus Farm Bureau scoreboard report. Warriorettes lead by 50 points, 76-26. It's a running clock, 4 minutes on that running clock here in the game. Warriorettes, I mean, they've stayed out of foul trouble the whole time. They've played great defense. They obviously got better as the game went on, like we predicted. This is a picture-perfect game nearly, Jack, for the Warriorettes.
Yeah, Max, and after this game, they'll bring that win total to 10 to 0 losses, matching that 19-20 season. Then you go back another year to 18-19. Turns out that team went 16-0. Shout out my uncle,
I
Wade Phillips.
would not be surprised if this team broke that record too, though, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, the way they've been playing.
I guess the 10-0 is just the most recent perfect start, or the longest perfect start they've had. But then right before that was a heck of a team to compare them to, Jack, as well. I mean, Gracie Dodgen, who is out there playing for MTSU, they just beat the University of Tennessee Lady Volunteers. That team did. So, I mean, a lot of talent was on that 2018 and 2019 and 20 team. And so it's saying a lot to compare this team to them.
Two and a half minutes to play here. We're going to see a couple more substitutions in this ball game.
I'll take this time just to mention everybody involved here in Warrior Media. Couldn't do without all these people. I mean, we got the camera peoples. We got Jada Henderson, Caleb Moorhead, Jazzy Post, Jack Everett. They're all doing great. We always have the two teachers, Cameron Dronbarger and Candace Allen. We have my co-commentator, Jack Bolden. We got in the control room, Lily Ussery, Maddie Rust, Maddie Shaffield. And down on the court, taking the photos, we got Noah Cole. And then our statisticians who, kind of skipped out on us today, Sam Roberts and Sam Dykus. Everybody here does a great job, and it takes the whole team to get anything around here done.
Warriorettes now on their own offensive end. That tipped out of bounds there.
Let me just reiterate one of those names. Teacher of the Year for 2023, Candace Allen. I mean, wow.
She wants everyone to know she has three college degrees too.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's 3 more than I have.
Yeah.
As a high school senior. Oh, that's my bad.
2020. 2020
she
teacher
used
of the year.
used to be Teacher of the Year in 2020. It's pretty fitting because that was the year, we were virtual half the time. Give it to the computer teacher, I guess.
Yeah, that probably does make the most sense.
Really putting in the work. Yeah, if anyone's wondering what a one-sentence explanation of the AV program would be, I think we've heard it said best is, you just go in there and play on computers.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we do.
Yeah, that's about it. This is, everything you're seeing at home right now on Ben Lohman on YouTube, everything we produce, it's just playing on computers, basically. And the Warriorettes look like they're going to end this game. Well, they're not going to end it quite yet, but up by 50 points. And they're going to head to the foul line.
Big time free throw there. Cuts the lead down to 49.
Yeah, she's performing under pressure right now. Couldn't get that one to fall. What a smack into the hand.
Very violent swat.
Another
trying to match it.
All right, with 2 seconds left, I can only imagine who this camera's about to cut to. Ladies and gentlemen, the Warriorettes are going to win, and that's the Greg Wilson Cam, where the Warriorettes win.
Yeah,
and he's turning his back to us.
Final Farm Bureau scoreboard report: White County 78, Warren County 29. Warriorettes win big. So we're going to take a short intermission and join you in about 15 minutes or so for the start of the boys' game.
Absolutely, don't go anywhere.
Well, we welcome you back as we get ready for the start of the second game of the night as the White County Warriors get ready to face the Warren County Pioneers.
It's rare so far this season that the Warriors face a team with a worse record than them, but tonight's the night. The Warriors sit at 3-5, the Pioneers at 2-6.
Yeah, Max, but the last time White County took on Warren County didn't end so well for the Warriors, so hopefully they can turn things around tonight and possibly find a spark they've been missing all season.
I mean, I have a good feeling about it, Jack. Let's see, just to announce, I'll announce the Warren County starters. I'll let you take away the White County. Number 3, Trayton Terry. Number 14, Aaron Templeton. Number 15, Alex Van Buren. Number 24, Devin Fish. 23, Keaton Reno.
Now we get a little video playing for the boys game as well. Nice little highlight reel put together by Warrior Media.
Here we go.
Now let's meet the starters for the White County Warriors. First up, we got number 20, Jackson Young. Next up, number 4, Gage Stevenson. Next up, number 23, Lucas Smith. Next up, number 12, Nate Griffin. And returning to the Warriors starting lineup the first time this year, number 3, Trip Pinion. And what a return it will be, Max.
A fabled return right there.
We've been looking forward to it. We've been looking forward to it all season and really just hoping it could be the spark this Warrior team has been missing. You know, I got a text from Trip not to say anything about it until the boys game came around. And, you know, what an exciting night it is to have him back. Probably one of the more clutch players the Warriors have seen in a long time. Hitting multiple game winners already in his career. And, I mean, a consistent scorer.
And I think the biggest thing that'll break this team so far is, just having a guard that can guide the team. Oh, it's looking like Nate Griffin.
He's got to take off his gray undershirt and put his jersey back on.
Interesting.
So Keon is going to jump for the Warriors.
Interesting.
Guess they don't let you have a gray undershirt, maybe. I'm not really sure about that. But Warren County wins the tip. That one into the hands of Terry. Terry bringing the ball down for the Pioneers. Pioneers driving kick out. Terry going to pull up from 3. Terry a little too strong, rebounded by Trip Pinion, and just like that, he grabs a rebound, floats this one over to Keon Lewis. Lewis pulls up from 3. That shot bounces off the top of the backboard and in. So, I mean, you could say 3 points stolen from us because, you know, the shot went in.
It did go in. It was just called out of bounds before that.
Now Fish gets the bucket. Warren County gets the scoring started. Pinion slings it over to Smith. Smith right back to Pinion. Tripp spinning back to his left. Gonna hold up a 5. Swing it over to Lucas Smith. Gives it right back to Tripp. That pass just stolen out of the hands of Lucas Smith. And that's going to be a travel. One of the easier calls you'll see on top of an airball 3 by Van Buren.
Getting the fundamentals chant from the Warriors student section, which doubled in size from the girls game for whatever reason. I mean, the girls team, crazy.
A little circus pass there from Trip Pinion out to Keon Lewis in the corner. He's going to give it right back to Tripp. And I think one thing Tripp's going to learn pretty quickly here is that he's playing with a lot different starting five that he saw last year. Jackson Young buries the three. Warriors take a 1-point lead. Is now Fish going to pull up, try to match with a three of his own. Tripp Pinion, strong rebound. Now Pinion on the other end, spin move, drives and kicks out to Stevenson. Stevenson pulls up, and he gets the bounce. Gage Stevenson, and just like that, a nice shot created by the pass from Tripp Pinion. Warriors lead by 4. Fish gets it into Van Buren. He pulls up. That shot too easy. Now Stevenson finds Lewis. Keon trying to find Pinion, finally does. Pinion dribbles out of trouble, drives into the paint, goes for a little circus layup, and the putback from Lewis. But something the Warriors have just been searching for is somebody who can just drive into that paint. And, Tripp Pinion seems to fit that build.
Yeah, I agree. It's just going to be a totally different looking game with him out there. The offense is going to move differently, and it's just I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, operationally, hopefully it's going to look a lot better tonight. I mean, it's so far looked pretty nice on offense. Thanks to 2 made threes and a putback from Lewis. Is now Pinion down in the paint. Half spin, tries to get out of trouble, finds Stevenson. Now Tripp gets the ball right back. Now Lewis down in the corner, forces a pass in. Somehow Smith comes away with it, and he gets it poked away, luckily straight into the hands of Pinion. Pinion drives. Looking for a foul there, but not going to get it. Luckily it stays White County basketball. Now this one into Jackson Young. He pulls up. That shot missed, rebounded by Van Buren. Now Terry on the other end. Terry blocked by Young, and another block by Lewis. Now out to Fish from 3, and that's a nice way to answer back after the back-to-back blocks. Unfortunately, the blocks seem to cost them.
Yeah, but they look good.
Yeah. Smith over to Pinion. Tripp gets it to Keon Lewis. Now floated back in. Pinion spins back to his right, high off the glass, can't get the shot to fall. Good defense there by Reno.
Whoa. That ball just like teleported into the hands of Tripp Pinion.
Now Pinion gets called for the travel. Now we're going to see Cole Sims and Nate Griffin make their first appearances of the night, coming in for Lucas Smith and Keon Lewis.
Yeah, Cole Sims, unfortunately, had his starting position nabbed by Tripp Pinion this game. He kind of was the fill-in, played his role the best he could while he was gone.
There's a good steal by Nate Griffin. Griffin corrals it. Now Stevenson kicks out to Pinion. Pinion pump fakes, finds Jackson Young. Young gives it right back. Now Nate Griffin, he's going to pull up from 3. Nate Griffin can't get the shot to fall, rebounded by Reno. Now Terry nearly gets poked away by Tripp Pinion, but that'll be his first foul of the ball game. 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Warriorettes trail. I don't know why I keep saying Warriorettes. Kind of just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, I guess so.
Warriors trail by 1 to the Pioneers. Bounce pass to Terry down at the wing. Terry gonna work back to his right. Terry drives in, tries to kick out. That pass nearly stolen away, but finally corralled. Now Fish at the wing. Fish drives, shoots over Jackson Young, gets the shot to fall. Sims over to Pinion. Tripp works back to his right, gets it to Jackson Young. Now Gage Stevenson at the wing. Gage drives in, bounce pass to Sims. Sims, fancy reverse. A good find by Stevenson. That cuts the lead down to 1. Pioneers work it into the key, now out to Fish. Fish drives baseline, gets his shot deflected, rebounded by Pinion. Pinion behind the back move, cuts back to his right, half spin. Oh my goodness! Trip Pinion pulling out the bag early tonight.
Yeah, that's what we've missed. That's what we've missed so far this season, Jack. Absolutely, Trip Pinion, just doing exactly what we knew he could coming back into this. I mean, you'd think maybe he'd be a little slow on the foot after he's, not really been able to do stuff like that for a couple months, but he doesn't seem to think so.
Fish answers back with a nice 3. Or it's actually a 2. It looks like his foot was on the line. Nate Griffin going to pull up from 3. That one short, rebounded by Terry. Now Terry gets it stolen away by Pinion. Pinion on the other end. Euro step. Uses the left nicely up off the glass.
Straight into the official there in the corner.
This one slung down to Terry quickly. Now driving into that paint and dribbled out of bounds will be Warrior basketball. And it looks like they changed Warren County's score to up to 14, so it was a 3. So we're all tied up at 14. But, I mean, the impact of Trip Pinion has been shown here early. And, unfortunately, he gets subbed out there. But, maybe on restricted minutes after that ankle injury. Nate Griffin gets it into Smith. Smith kicks out to Young. Jackson Young now to Stevenson. Lucas Smith. Jackson Young going to pull up from 3. That one rattles out. Rebounded by Simpson. Or no, excuse me. That was Whitlock. Now in the corner, Van Buren pulls up. He misses. That one tipped off the hands of a Warrior and out of bounds. As Warren County tried to grab it out of Lucas Smith's hands, and he wasn't going to let that happen. Instead, he handed it to the official. Now, Warren County taking their time here.
Jack, I don't know if you saw that, but speaking of taking their time, one of the Warren County players are going to sit on the bench, and the student section was doing the whole sit, sit, sit chant, and he was really drawing it out. I mean, real slow steps, and then it took him about 10 seconds to go from standing to sitting. He kind of did a little squat.
Well, that'll do it for the first quarter. Your Close Farm Bureau scoreboard report after one, White County 14, Warren County 14, and a much better look than the last time we faced Warren County, where I believe we lost by 25, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
25 to 30 range.
Absolutely. We're going to thank our sponsor, Farm Bureau, but this is kind of a special Farm Bureau sponsor, or I guess ad read. I don't have a script for this one, but I've been asked by Ryan Qualls, and, just out of my heart, I feel like I need to. My sweet Mimi, my grandmother, has worked at Farm Bureau for, longer than I've been alive, and she's retiring from that office. Janie Simmons, I'm sure if any of you guys have ever been into the Farm Bureau office, you know Janie Simmons in there. That's my grandmother, and she's I don't know how good she is at the office. I don't see her much there, but I do know she's a phenomenal, the best grandmother I could ask for. So I can only imagine that those skills could transfer into the insurance agency office.
Well,
shout out Janie Simmons.
Wish her a great retirement. And she's been an avid viewer on the home and away games, so
she has.
Appreciate.
Yeah, I hope you're watching at home, Mimi.
Trip throws that one away. Now Fish swings it up to Van Buren. He pulls up from 3. That one misses. Rebounded by Stevenson. Smith over to Sims. Cole Sims works back to his right and finds Pinion. Pinion floats it up to Gage Stevenson. Gage Stevenson now to Nate Griffin. Lucas Smith to Nate Griffin. Griffin misses that one. Strong rebound and one. Gage Stevenson. A physical rebound and a nice putback.
Oh, Jack, I got the stats from Ryan Qualls. 27 years of dedicated service to our company and customers at Farm Bureau. So, what a career.
Absolutely. Wish her the best.
Absolutely. And what a basketball game we have here tonight.
The Warriors lead by 3, Max.
I know. This is more entertaining than some of the games have been. I'll put it that way.
I'd probably say all the games have been.
Yep.
Other than Van Buren.
That is true.
Went to overtime.
Hey, we get another matchup against them on Friday, too, so that'll be interesting to see exactly how much of a difference Trip Binion makes. We'll see that here, too, as this is a rematch as well.
There's a nice find, but botched the shot down in the paint. Now a scram for it. Nice job there by Pinion to get on the floor and secure the basketball. Now Sims finds Pinion. Pinion works back to his left. High pass over. Is that 3 missed by Steele? Now down to the corner to Terry. Terry guarded nicely by Cole Sims. He's going to swing it to the top of the key and a bounce pass into that paint. And that'll be a travel, yeah. Came off that pivot foot and took a couple extra steps there as he was trying to figure out what move he wanted to make. A long pass to Gage Stevenson, and then the pass to Steele a little low. And it's going to be a jump ball. You could hear Coach Mitchell shouting for a timeout. But didn't get the call. Now Warren County break the press with ease. Now on their offensive end, swing it over to Fish. Fish thinks about a 3. Now drives, kicks out, top of the key. High floater, that one, a strong rebound by Stevenson. Stevenson gets it up to Sims. Sims driving into the paint, Euro step. Looked like he caught a couple extra hands than maybe he wanted, but no call. Fish backs up, swings it over to the wing. Now baseline. There's a 3 put up. That one.
Oh, man.
An impressive tip in. I thought the putback was going to fall. That was number 24, Devin Fish.
Seems like it bounced off like maybe 30 fingers right there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure that was. I'm sure it was an intentional tip in, but I think about 3 or 4 different guys got their hands on that basketball. A little combined effort there. Fish only gets one of the free throws, rebounded by Pinion. Pinion floats it up for Steele. Steele driving baseline, and he gets called for the offensive foul. You know, one day you'd like to see a defensive foul called on one of these drives, but we may be waiting for another game before one of those. Now driving, good pass in, and a pretty nice finish there from Reno. Pinion gets it up to Smith. Smith backs up and finds Trip Pinion. Trip Pinion drives, hands it off to Stevenson. Stevenson floats it up to Jackson Young, high arching pass. Warriors gonna back up and reset the offense here. And Trip over to Sims. Kicks out to Lucas Smith. Now a nice 3 put up by Gage Stevenson. They gave him too much space. Warriors jump back out to a 3-point lead. Now a good spin move and a big time block. Gage Stevenson playing volleyball with that backboard.
Yeah, Reno needed a second to regather after that one, or regroup rather.
But a steal by number 14. Well, his name's not on the roster, but number 14, nice steal and finish on the fast break.
Yeah, Aaron Templeton, I think.
Oh, yeah. Looks like I just missed his number altogether. I guess you're right.
It's a weird font. All right, let's take this second to actually, Jack, did you know not all careers require a 4-year or even a 2-year degree? You can get a certificate in a year. Motlow's Career in a Year features programs that can train you in a year or less. And you can remix it, make a beat, because of how catchy that name is, Career in a Year.
I mean, very fitting name. You know, Max, maybe we're just looking ahead too much to winter break. That's why we're kind of fumbling over our words tonight.
Yeah, I know.
Me more than you, but
I'm absolutely excited, Jack. It's Tuesday right now. That means 3 more days. You know, it's kind of bittersweet, too. That means we have 1 semester of school in White County left.
That is true.
It's a little weird. 1 semester and 3 days left for us.
Pinion's going to pull up from 3. Gets his shot tipped. Rebounded by Cole Sims. Sims gets his shot blocked. And they give the timeout to Warren County. I mean, that same situation happened 2 or 3 minutes ago down there, and they call a jump ball. So you'd like to see it go both ways, but regardless, the timeout taken by Warren County.
Well, Motlow offers more than 65 academic programs. Choose between 2-year degrees designed to transfer to a 4-year university, 2-year degrees preparing you into the workforce, a 1-year or 2-year certificate or non-credit classes for CEUs, and personal enrichment. Career in a year.
Well, out of the timeout, Warren County with the basketball. Warriors have a 1-point lead. Bounce pass down to the corner to Templeton. Templeton swings it over to Fish at the wing. Fish gets it ripped away by Jackson Young. No, they call a foul against Jackson Young. I mean, that's... I got to be careful to not get myself in trouble. That's one of those calls that you'll see.
That's crazy.
High floating pass over to Fish. Now down to Templeton in the corner. Bounce pass and stolen away by Sims. Now Trip Pinion up to Jackson Young. Young, and it's going to be a block. I mean, if I saw a charge, I may have gone down there and taken the whistle myself. Jackson Young and 1 finish.
Yeah, I guess you had to give him something, Jack, after that showing over there.
And Young can't get the free throw, but an acrobatic rebound by Sims. He finds Stevenson back to Pinion. Now Tripp gets it into Lucas Smith. Smith looking for somebody to pass to, finally finds Young. Now they just, good ball movement to get it around this perimeter quickly. Lucas Smith gonna pull up from 3. That one hangs off the front of the rim, rebounded by Pinion. Pinion, jump pass out to Sims. He hands it right back off to Tripp. Tripp drives. Now Cole Sims down in that corner.
Yeah, the ball's moving a lot. They just can't get a shot so far.
You know, Max, anytime Tripp goes for those jump passes, it's Jackson Young pulls up from deep. Can't get that one to fall, but, you know, I kind of get worried that he's not going to get the pass off and then it finds somebody. So, nice 3 there from Devin Fish. Pretty deep there.
This is a good game here tonight, Jack. I mean, these scores have been neck and neck all through the first 2 quarters so far.
Cole Sims going to put up a 3 of his own, tries to bank it in, rebounded by Reno. Now Templeton on the other end, gets it into Van Vuren in the corner. A good pass over to Terry, fades away, makes that shot harder than it needed to be, but he knocked it down regardless. And
yeah, and I watched Mitchell call that timeout because, I mean, half their team was open right there. Warriors just a little slacking on defense right there. And Mitchell, yeah, you could kind of see his face just frowned more and more as that play went on.
Yeah, Max, it's nice to have a game that's close, though, you know.
Absolutely. I mean, it makes it a lot of fun to call.
Yeah, I mean, when you're getting blown out by 20, it's a lot harder to complain about a foul. So that's probably my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Sims floats it over to Pinion. Pinion gives it right back to him, now to the wing. Lucas Smith gets it stripped away from him. Now falls on the floor. Now down in the corner. That three misses, rebounded by Young. It's nice to see a missed three from Warren County. Seems like they haven't missed one in a while. Jackson Young over to Pinion. Trip finds Lucas Smith. Now Gage Stevenson floats it into Jackson Young. Jackson Young driving. Finally finds Pinion. Pinion works into the paint. High up off the glass. Can't get the shot to fall, but nothing really getting open in that last possession. Now a scram for the ball. As Terry just rips it out of the hands, and that's a backcourt violation, and it is called.
Yeah, good thing Gage Stevenson didn't get his hands on that.
Yeah, luckily he avoided the tip, because otherwise,
yeah, it would have been live. You know, Warrior. I mean, the Pioneers playing some good defense against the Warriors, and it's proven to be difficult on both sides to make shots happen.
Now just 35 seconds to play here in the final seconds before halftime. The fast break foul against Terry, that'll send him to the line to shoot two, as Keon Lewis is about to get subbed into the game. Warriors trail by 3.
Yeah, it's a bit of a different story than Warriorettes at this point in the ball game.
Yeah,
that game was 41-21 at half. It then ended up being a 50-point win by the Warriorettes. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that's not fun to call, because it is our team doing so well, but close games always got you on the edge of your seat just a little bit more.
Terry knocks down both free throws. Jackson Young inbounds to Pinion. 30 seconds now to play in the first half. Tripp works back to his left, finds Lucas Dickerson. Now back to Pinion. Pinion under 20 to play. Out to Stevenson. Stevenson gets a shot up. That one missed and tipped. Rebounded by Young. Young gets it into Stevenson. Stevenson back out to him. He's going to pull up from 3. That one drained. Jackson Young down in the corner. Warren County's going to get a buzzer beater, and that one doesn't fall, so a nice job by the Warriors to put up 3 before halftime. So your Ryan Clovis Farm Bureau scoreboard report, White County 25, Warren County 27.
And a great first half that was. Now, I do have a halftime interview lined up for this game, and she's on her way. I'll let her make her way up here before I begin to introduce her. All right, we have sophomore Warriorette starter Bella Winningham here on the mic. How you doing, Bella?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? Well, that was a good game you guys just played. I mean, you were leading by 20 at the half and then 50 by the end of it.
Blowout.
That's what we always say, like, you guys are a second half team, but you're already like a great team in the first half. So it's like you go from like good to like in fantastic, you know?
Yes.
Well, I have some questions written down for you.
Okay.
And something that Jack and I have talked about since like the first game we've watched this season is obviously the 3 sophomores that are on the starting 5.
Yes.
Last year got to see the court quite a bit, but like you guys look like totally different players this year. I mean, completely, all 3 of you.
Right.
So what's the deal with that?
Well, during this off season, we all practice, and we knew we had a big role to fill, so we all
Yeah, lost some important seniors last year, but you would not be able to tell watching this team.
Right,
You're on track to. Obviously, you just tied the 2019-2020 winning. When they went 10-0.
Yes, yes.
Year before that, I think they went 16-0. But I wouldn't be surprised if you guys
Yes.
beat that too. So it's been awesome to watch.
Right.
So also going into this game, I don't know what the stat is now, but I know going in it probably is about the same.
Yeah.
50% 3-point percentage is crazy, Bella. And it's not like you don't shoot either. You have like you average 10 points a game going into this one, and you're shooting 50% from three. And it's like I don't know where you can miss from. Like you keep getting further back every time you shoot.
I do, yes. Just that practice. Been practicing during the off season, like I said, and been shooting a lot.
You've been
Trying to
shooting
get
threes
that.
like forever.
Right, my whole life. I feel like.
Oh, all right. Well, so you are only a sophomore, but what's been your favorite part about being on this team?
Just the team, like getting along. We're getting along really well, and it's just so fun playing with them. And
that's another thing. Like that was a big difference between the boys team and the girls team we've seen this season. Is that you guys like play as a unit? It's like you guys are just one body going around.
We like can find each other, know each other.
Yeah, everybody can tell watching. And I guess that goes to my next question. Just how is the chemistry? Is it all around good?
Yeah, amazing. Like we're so good together. Get along on and off the court. It's really great.
All right, and then I guess finally, so you don't have to think about it too much right now because you got to enjoy your high school career.
Yeah.
But you have any idea what you want to do afterwards?
Not really. I want to play college ball, so hopefully I get an offer. And
Well, keep having a 50% three-point percentage and shooting from the logo, and I'm sure you will.
Yeah, so I'm hoping I'll get an offer, go to college, play basketball, summer good. That's probably what I want to do.
Be awesome. Well, thank you, Bella.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Shout out Jacob Davis, a treasured viewer and Warrior Media alumnus. Confusing at times, but shout out Jake Davis.
Well, out of halftime, Warriors trail by 2 and get the basketball. Gage Stevenson. Now out to Lucas Smith. Back to Stevenson down in the corner. They float this one over to Tripp. Tripp's going to pull up from 3. Misses that one. And rebounded by Fish. What a great last name.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. One syllable. Really just makes everything easy. Now Fish, guarded by Griffin, gets it down to Templeton at the wing. Now Van Vuren fading away, and that's his shot, man. Doesn't seem to miss that one too much. Now Pinion driving baseline, working to his left. Gets all the way down under the goal. Now over to Smith. Smith drives baseline. A little fancy reverse, can't get it to fall. And that one is going to be White County basketball. Now Pinion inbounds, gets it into Stevenson. Warriors struggling to find an open look. Tripp's gonna drive, try to take it himself, hop step, kick out to Young. Jackson Young, right back to Pinion. Now Nate Griffin in the corner. Pinion drives, high up off the glass, and what a finish by Tripp Pinion. Now Terry on the other end. Terry drives and kicks. Good defense by Pinion, and that pass too low for Terry. Now Tripp gonna step back and find Stevenson. Stevenson knocked down a couple of nice threes in this ball game. Now Tripp sends it back over to Lucas Smith. Warriors just slinging it around the perimeter. Haven't had too much of a paint game all season, hopefully.
No, and it seems like they're just playing catch on the perimeter is like the story of this game.
Oh, what my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Look at that, Mr. Wilson Cam. That was fitting right there. I mean, a grin on his face. Look at that. He is excited for the return of Tripp Pinion.
Not too much contact on that and one, but the foul's going to be on the floor, so not an and one. You know, didn't really look like much of a foul, but
the Warren County side is not very happy about that one. They're still telling them.
You know, these officials have had a lot of struggles here throughout this ball game. The officials really debating this one.
Yeah, I mean, when the discussion is this long between the officials, something's going on here.
And I mean, as biased as I want to be, because you know I love these Warriors, I got to say that foul call definitely came on the shot. So if this one were to be on the floor, that would kind of be an interesting call, which I think it's going to stay on the floor as the official backs up.
This is where I wish the officials had a microphone they could turn on, stand in the middle of the court.
It's in situations like these that you really want them to have to explain themselves to the entire gym.
I mean, look at this.
And I mean, the Warren County coach eventually upset about it, but didn't look that upset, I guess, after all that.
I mean, in a close game like this, too, that can make a difference.
Strong rebound there by Nate Griffin. So Warriors, the foul on the floor saves them 2 points and potentially 3. Now on the offensive end, Pinion bounce pass over to Lucas Dickerson, and Lucas Dickerson can't knock down the three. And that one tipped out of bounds by Nate Griffin. Not too sure what Warren County fans are griping about. I mean, that one looked like a pretty clean tip, if anything.
Yeah, I think it was the contact just off the ball, I mean, which they just ran into each other, and they were looking for a call there.
Now a pass out. Nice three, knocked down by Terry. And Tripp casually bringing the ball down court. A strong drive out to his left, gets that shot up, and I mean, he just babies anybody in that paint, Max.
Warriors trailing by only 1 point now. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. An evenly matched game this has been.
And you know, the way Tripp drives the ball is there's a foul called against Warren County, a reach in on Aaron Templeton. I mean, could you just imagine if Tripp Pinion was like 6'2" or 6'1"?
Yeah.
I mean, they'd probably have to ban him from basketball.
He's just an athlete, Jack. You could put him in any sport, I'm sure, and teach him the rules, and he'd be a star out there as soon as he learns the rules, basically.
Which, I mean, I guess they kind of keep it fair because Tripp's not really much of a shooter, so elite at finishing, but still working on that three-point shot, but quite the basketball player. Warriors have done a nice job extending this possession. Nate Griffin at the free throw line, find Lucas Dickerson. He's going to take a three, and he's going to drain it. Warriors jump back out to a 2-point lead. This thing's been back and forth all game long. Now get it in out to Terry at the three-point line. That one missed. High rebound, corralled by Griffin. Griffin's going to find Jackson Young. Young over to Pinion. Tripp Pinion stutters, hop steps, kicks out to Dickerson. And I think anytime the Warriors touch the basketball, the Warren County fans want a foul. Tripp's going to try to prove me wrong. Can't quite do it. And now a fight for the rebound. That one kept alive by the Warriors. A nice job extending this possession. And a foul called against Terry. And, you know, I think if we get one more call against Warren County, these fans might just explode.
Yeah, there might be an uprising around here. We may have to cut this one short and evacuate the building.
It's kind of entertaining being right beside him. Pinion drives, bounce pass out to Stevenson. Stevenson knocks down the three. Gage Stevenson, I believe his third three-pointer of the night. Terry cuts back, pass into the paint, and a kick out to Fish. Fish answers back with a three of his own, and a timeout taken by Warren County. Warriors lead by 2 with 2 minutes, 23 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
I mean, this is just a game that'll be entertaining from beginning to end. And I'll tell you what, Farm Bureau is proud to be your hometown insurance agency. With more than 75 years of combined experience, they're there to help you with your insurance needs. Stop by and see agency manager Ryan Qualls, or agents Kate Crosland, Justin Coe, or Daniel Bray. They're located at 141 Churchill Drive, or give them a call at 931-836-3171. Here we go. Gage Stevenson inbound. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock here in the third.
Pinion gets the ball off the inbound. Now this one's slung back to Lucas Dickerson, and Dickerson not ready for a pass. And those are the turnovers you really want to get rid of. The Warriors have just had too many of them. Now a mid-range shot drained, and there goes that 5-point lead just like that. As Reno knocks down a tough shot. Now Pinion up to Dickerson. Now Gage Stevenson. Have to be careful with him at the three-point line the way he's been shooting this game. Tripp hands it off to Dickerson. Dickerson nearly gets it poked away. Now up. A lot of quick passing. Didn't really lead to an open shot there, though. Now Pinion driving baseline. That'll be a charge.
The two people were
I was about to say, it's not too often you see somebody take a charge and it knocks down two people. Looks like a lot better acting classes for the boys Warren County team than the girls.
Yeah, I'd love to see their the drama program over in Warren County.
Sure, it's strong. Well, at least for one side. Because Lady Pioneers probably have a lot to perfect after our last game. Took their time to find Van Buren, and he knocks down the three.
Warriors going to have to step back up right here.
As Pinion loses his shoe. And the official gives him a personal timeout.
Loses the shoe on the foot. He doesn't have the brace on it.
Going to take his time to put the shoe back on.
He's a real team player. He knows.
Yeah. Chatting it up with Traylon Terry. Or Trayton Terry. Gets a hand from his teammate. On with the.
There's Warren County's head coach talking to Tripp over there. I guess he was laughing about him taking so long to put that shoe back on.
You know, it's like a free timeout. Maybe he probably keeps him tied loose just in case he needs something like that.
Exactly. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve or on his feet, I guess.
Pinion cuts back to his right, kicks out wide open Nate Griffin. Griffin can't get the three to fall. Fish brings it down, finds Van Buren, deep three, and Van Buren knocks it down. 6-point lead now for Warren County off of two Van Buren made threes. That one too high off the glass. Griffin on the putback, and he's fouled. That one will go against number 23, Reno.
I bet that hurt his fingers, Jack. He went up and like jammed his hand into the bottom of the rim right there. They're just a little early on the jumps.
Griffin gets the first free throw, and Pinion's going to come out of the game for Cole Sims. With 19.6.
It's his first time on the bench all night.
Yeah, he got one substitution in the first quarter, but other than that, it's been about it. Griffin, good defense, and just a little too physical right there near the sideline. Terry drives, kicks out to Fish. Fish from three. That one missed. Reno blocked by Griffin. Nate Griffin just put him on the floor. I mean, you're better off not putting a shot up if you're going to look like that after you take one.
Yeah, I mean, Nate Griffin just like, oh. All right, we're going into this fourth. I just want to let you know that Motlow offers more than 65 academic programs. Choose between 2-year degrees designed to transfer to a 4-year university, 2-year degrees preparing you to enter the workforce, a 1-year or 2-year certificate, or non-credit classes for CEUs or personal enrichment.
Well, Max, it's just a 5-point game going into this fourth quarter, so certainly winnable.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a great competition between these two teams, and it just seems like it keeps getting better. It's going back and forth. I mean, Warriors led by 5 points not long ago. Now Pioneers leading by 5. So it's anybody's ball game going into the fourth.
So it's going to be Warren County basketball to begin this fourth quarter. Pioneers bring it down. They find Fish right near that volleyball line. And Fish and Terry swinging it back and forth. Really taking their time.
Missed 3 right there. But then, a fish. It's a name that's hard to forget.
Now Dickerson down in the corner. Gives it right back up to Pinion. Pinion and Lucas Dickerson really just passing it back and forth, and Terry reads that one. Now Terry on the other end. Nice finish. Now a scram for it on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, so it'll be Warrior basketball. Warriors to inbound down at the baseline. Pinion gets it into Sims. Now Gage Stevenson. Pinion down in the corner. Works, kicks out to Young. Young gonna pull up 2-pointer there. Stevenson gonna be fouled on the putback. Gage Stevenson gets the first free throw to roll home. Cuts the lead down to 6. Keon Lewis going to come in for Jackson Young. Now a 3 put up down in the corner. Rebound by Trip Pinion. Lucas Dickerson finds Pinion. Now over to Sims. Back to Pinion. And a 3 put up by Dickerson. Can't get the shot to fall. This one swung out to Van Buren. Now down in the corner. Terry pump fakes. Drives baseline. Contorts to get out of the way.
Noodle.
Of the swatting hand. It's the first team foul of the quarter. Third foul against Gage Stevenson. So Terry at the free throw line. Warriors trail by 5. Some big free throws here, especially with a little over 6 minutes to play.
Sorry, we'll have a little discussion on the side right there with our statistician Sam Dykes, who decided to show up finally. He had City League basketball practice. We can't blame him. We can't let our need for him interfere with his personal life or his hobbies.
Pinion hands it off to Sims. Sims cuts back, swings it back over to Tripp. Tripp nearly mishandles it. Corrals it and cuts up to his right. Hop step pass. No looker to Stevenson. He gets it passed right back to him. Now cutting in. Keon Lewis going to pull up from mid-range. That one isn't going to fall. Warren County on the other end. And Tripp Pinion giving Aaron Templeton a swatting hand. And they're debating whether this is an intentional foul. And they're going to call it an intentional foul.
Well, that is not. It's not what you want to see when the team's down by 6.
And Templeton hangs the first one off the front of the rim. Pinion's going to come out of the game. I believe he's got 4 or 3 fouls. I think that one might be 4. You can see he's upset about the intentional foul call. And Templeton gets the second to fall. Warren County fans ecstatic about that free throw.
I mean, very excited. Warren County's going to lead by 7 points now with 5 minutes and 32 seconds left in the ball game. And Warriors are going to need a good run right here. So just a couple threes away from tying this one back up.
Well, Max, this one's been a much different story than the first time they faced off against Warren County. And the only difference has been Trip Pinion on the court. I believe he's had about 12, 14 points up into this point, but, with him at point guard, there's been a whole lot less turnovers. And, this Warrior offense has just been much more efficient tonight. And when you go from getting beat by nearly 30 to down 7 with 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, that's a whole lot different of a ball game. Terry works it into Reno. Reno out to the corner. Now Fish kicks it out to Van Buren. Van Buren hands it off. Now swings it down to the corner. Back up to Fish at the top of the key.
Shout out Cameron Dronebarger, one of the two best AV Warrior media teachers you could ask for. He's brought the commentators a snow cone, one for each.
Sims gets it into Lewis. Lewis banks it in, down in the post. Nice finish there. And yeah, shout out Cameron Dronebarger, a top 2 Warrior media teacher of all time.
That's right. Future teacher of the year, I'll go ahead and predict it.
Yeah, it's coming one day.
But, also known as Coach D. What a guy.
Now Terry with the basketball. Drives in, kicks it out to Fish. And it's moments like these in a high school basketball game that you wish there'd be a shot clock. Because, if Warren County really wanted to, they could just pass it back and forth for 4 minutes and nothing would ever happen.
And it seems like in the past 20 minutes, the Warren County student section, I just realized they were here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Max.
It seemed like they've just started saying anything. But they're definitely making their presence known now.
Terry guarded nicely by Sims, drives into the paint, acrobatic up and under, and that one tipped out by Reno. It'll be White County basketball. Now Pinion controlling the offense. Now 3.5 minutes to go here in the final quarter. They sling it over and into Lewis. Lewis gonna pull up from fading away. A strong rebound by Gage Stevenson. Now Pinion, he's gonna drive in. Pinion leaves it off the side of the rim. And that one thrown back into the hands of Trip Pinion. So they steal a possession back. They need points here. Can't really take too much time.
A 3 would be amazing.
Dickerson slings it right back over to Trip Pinion. And a swatting hand. You can see Reno shaking his hand because it probably hurt so bad after slapping the arm of a Warrior. Now Fish pulls up from mid-range. Luckily, ball doesn't lie, and it's rebounded by Gage Stevenson. Now Pinion on the other end, steps back, bounce pass to Stevenson. Stevenson to Sims down in the corner. Now kick out Dickerson from 3. That one missed Another offensive rebound by Gage Stevenson. Pinion, hop step, spin move, acrobat.
There it is.
And he gets fouled. You know, I didn't even know the official on that end had a whistle. But I'm glad to see he does. Because now Trip Pinion's at the line shooting 2. 2 minutes, 13 seconds to play as they trail 5. Pinion misses the first.
Oh, man. Misses the second.
It's all those games he's missed out on that injury. Hadn't really worked on his free throw game. We're going to see a timeout taken by Warren County. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to play here in the final quarter.
Let's talk about Farm Bureau once again. Proud to be your hometown insurance agency with more than 75 years of combined experience. There to help you with your insurance needs. Stop by and see agency manager Ryan Qualls or agents Kate Krause and Justin Coe or Daniel Bray. They're located at 141 Churchill Drive, or give them a call at 931-836-3171. And of course, tonight's Farm Bureau ads are dedicated to Janie Simmons, employee of 27 years, happy retirement to my Mimi.
Well, Max, hopefully the Warriors can find a way to pull this one out in the final 2 minutes. But regardless, I mean, we'll go home semi-happy people with these snow cones hand-delivered to us, but
That is true. I mean,
be a whole lot nicer.
win or loss, I got my snow cone.
Be a whole lot nicer with a win to go along with it.
Absolutely.
So
The only thing that'd be sweeter than this.
we'll see what Coach Mitchell can draw up here, try to make something happen. Van Buren working sideline, and that one tipped out by Lucas Smith. Terry finally finds Fish off the inbound. Fish guarded by Pinion. Now Van Buren at the wing, back up to Terry. Terry, the defense by Sims. He's trying to drive in, and that pass, luckily, off of Nate Griffin. Otherwise, not even sure Van Buren was looking for it. Terry floats this one up to Templeton. Templeton hands it off. Now Van Buren driving on Nate Griffin. It's good defense there. Reno going for the putback dunk. Not enough hops to grab it. Now Pinion on the other end. Trip Pinion drives, bounce pass out to Smith. Smith pump fakes, hands it right back off the Trip. They've got to find something here as Lucas Smith drives, kicks out to Pinion. Pinion's going to pull up from 3. Oh, can't get it to fall. Gage Stevenson, I mean, it feels like I've called his name 100 times on the offensive rebounds. Now Lucas Smith right back to Trip. Trip hands it off to him. Somebody's got to get a shot up. As now Pinion, hop step, working against Reno. The tip won't fall. Van Buren with the rebound. Warriors still trail 5. Now Van Buren taking his time. And that might be the most delayed foul I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He called it.
One was already like.
He called it after the pass, about 3 seconds after the pass was thrown.
I mean,
I didn't even know who the foul was on.
The recipient of the pass was already dribbling the ball.
As Templeton drives baseline, Warriors are going to have to foul. As Van Buren has the basketball. He's going to be fouled by Nate Griffin. And it's going to send him to the free throw line. The Warriors' fate is in the hands of Warren County's free throw shooting ability at this point.
And a point means a lot. 2 points means a lot when the score is like this and you're under a minute left in the game.
Yeah, Pinion driving baseline, and he's fouled. Hard foul. He gets up and he's going to go shoot free throws. That one's going to go against Alex Van Buren. Not a ton of points scored here in the fourth quarter, but both teams have had solid defense.
Just a reminder, when these teams matched up early in the season, the score was 59-40, and the Pioneers took that one at home. Right now, the Warriors trail by 6 points. The Ryan Calls Farm Bureau scoreboard report is 49 White County, or excuse me, 49 Warren County, 43 White County. The Warriors trying to come back from a 6-point deficit here with 31.7 seconds left.
And next, this might be my favorite chant of all time. They just clap a couple times and start yelling Warren County. The creativity's through the roof on this one. I mean, I'm not sure how you come up with something like that.
Well, it must be somebody brighter than we are, more creative, because, yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Well, Warriors trot out of the timeout. Coach Mitchell's got one more to use. Warren County's got two. And Trip Pinion at the free throw line. Or no, excuse me. Trip Pinion already shot them both. Knocked down one of them. And this pass floated all the way down court. And Mason Steele eventually gonna foul Templeton. Trip Pinion telling Mason Steele he has to commit that foul because Trip Pinion's got 4.
Yeah, not a great situation right here for the Warriors. Oh, that's a missed free throw right there. A 6-point ball game.
And he misses them both, so they've left the door open. But just 25 seconds now. They've got to get a shot up.
Got to get a three
pulling
up.
up from deep, and he banks it in. Coach Mitchell's obviously going to take a timeout.
And it's now a 3-point ball game just like that.
They force Trip Pinion to shoot, and he says, I'll take that myself.
Yeah, I guess.
Calls bank. It's not too often the bank stays open this late, Max.
Yeah, I mean, in that deep, too. Trip Pinion, it seems like his field goal percentage just goes exponentially up as the game gets more and more crunch time. You know what I mean? That's been his whole career. He's like the game winner specialist, and when it really matters, he can sink a shot.
And I mean, hit a game winner in the district championship, I believe. Hit a game winner in the sub-state game. I mean, it seems like that's all he does, Max. And a great time to have him back in a game like this especially. But it just shows the impact he's had. I mean, you lose by 20 the first time you play a team, and now you're fighting down 3 with 20 seconds left. That just shows that, from here on out, Warriors are going to have to be a team, still a very young team, but you're going to have to pay a little closer attention to them. As Nate Griffin fouls Devin Fish, the sophomore for Warren County.
And these free throws are important.
Such a good point, Max.
Yeah.
Well, knocking down that one already makes it a whole lot harder. And he gets them both to fall, so a 5-point lead now. Warriors are going to have to get a 3 up. And they kick out. Cole Sims pulls up. Sims misses. Pinion with the board. He's going to have to go up. No foul. Still no foul. And, I mean, insane that there was no call there.
If that foul's on Tripp, he's out of the game with 2 seconds left. And
So, I mean, that's going to be the game, but I don't know how you don't blow a whistle when Tripp Pinion's getting hacked down in the paint, but story of the ball game. Van Buren knocks down both the free throws. Now the final 2 seconds. Warriors just going to chuck up the shot. So that'll do it. Your Ryan Cole's final scoreboard report. White County 46, Warren County 53.
Yeah, heartbreaking loss, but still an improvement from last time for these Warriors. And the Warriorettes with a big 50-point win earlier tonight. But without further ado, thank you guys for listening, watching, I guess, and supporting Warrior Media and Warrior Athletics. Have a good night.